Welcome to my passion project, the Wine Find Talks. This is where I share one wine that I love, why I love it, and then we taste it. So, let's talk. The wine I'm sharing with you today is the 2022 Otuwhero Estate Sauvignon Blanc from Marlborough, New Zealand. Now, this wine takes its name from the ancient Otuwhero River that runs through the region. The vineyards are set between the mountains on one side and the rugged sea-swept coast of the South Pacific Ocean. It paints a wild image, doesn't it? Well, if that image had a taste, you'd find it in this glass. This is a wine that takes you to that place with every sip. Unlike so many big brand Sauvignon Blancs from Marlborough these days that taste like a general idea of the style, this is different. It's got a certain chiseled, wanton appeal. More on that in a moment. If you're a fan of New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc and you find yourself reaching for the same damn wine time and again, then I invite you to taste this because it's a cut above so many other bottles on the shelf. It's terroir-driven and it's a new favorite of mine. So let's taste. In the glass, classic color, sort of a straw hue, shiny, shiny bright, sort of greenish inflections, which you often find in Sauvignon Blanc. And on the nose, see, I love this. Yes, it's aromatic, but you know, it's dignified. There's a lot of complexity on the nose. You're getting, you know, it smells sea swept. It smells like stones and sea salt, as well as the hallmark lime and gooseberry. And I'm also getting a sort of a wispy note of jalapeno, which is often found in some of the more terroir-driven Sauvignon Blancs from that region. So on the palate, streams in, glossy, cool, immediately refreshing. It's like a blast of cool sea air. Lovely, I love that. And then it broadens out and cascades with all the illusions we found on the nose. So beautiful. It streams in, sort of passion fruit, lime, and there's a weight here, sort of almost a viscosity that holds everything together beautifully and sort of fills in the mid palate beautifully. Yes, there's complexity, but the mouthfeel to me here is really the charm too. Now this is a bone dry wine and it has 12.5% alcohol, I think, correct? So it's, you know, it's light and it's dry, and yet there's so much power, so much concentration. That's a hallmark of quality. Now this did spend time on the lees after it was fermented, which is the dead or spent yeast. And what that does is it creates texture in a wine. It's done with white wines of quality, and they did that with this wine, and you can tell there's a density, but there's also an interesting texture. The textural dimension carries on the finish and holds the fruit in place, and it's a little bit sort of chalky or something, but understated, sort of powdery, and I love that. So this is a really fascinating wine. It's a kind of wine you can pour at the table easily. And what I like also is the value. You know, with wines from Marlborough, big brands, even up around $25 now, this wine sells for $20 in Canada and the US. So there's that. I could sip this all day. It's a kind of wine that goes really well with grilled fish, obviously, but it also goes well with anything you want to squeeze lime on. Think spicy Thai noodles, think fajitas, or have it with a salad. My favorite salad to have with this is mixed greens, drizzled with maybe a light dressing, but sprinkled with walnuts, goat cheese, and roasted red peppers. And that is what I wanted to talk about.